All right.
All right.
All right. And then three, two, one, and we're live. All right, guys. Welcome to the first ever episode of the SlattCast. And today we are accompanied by two of my really good friends slash coworkers. Actually, you want to go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Okay, I'm Gmo, and yeah, we go way back.
Go way back, actually.
And I'm Erica, and I'm here.
She is
Nice.
most definitely here.
Yep.
Is it okay if you talk like straight, like down on tape?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, like
Yeah,
this.
yeah, perfect. Like perpendicular. All right.
Like fueling.
Yeah. So what Gima was talking about, we go way back. Believe it or not. So I'm currently 22 years old. Gmo, you're like what, 24?
24.
Yeah. So we currently work at this restaurant. Its name is Gen Korean Barbecue House. We're server, or I'm a server. These are my managers, believe it or not. But before this guy was my manager, I actually used to supervise this guy at one of our first ever jobs. It was my first ever jobs. We worked at Brendan Theaters. If you guys like movies, drop a like. But yeah, it's just crazy how like how small the world can be sometimes. Like you meet people one day, not see them for years, and then you see them again, and you're just like, wait, I think I know you.
Yeah, he was actually the reason why I quit the movie theater.
No
Not
way.
because he forced me to quit, but I was talking to him about another job opportunity that I had at a car dealership. And he was like, yeah, fuck it. Like, take that shit. A car
Yeah.
dealership, that's dope. And
Yeah.
then, I just quit the movie theater and then started working at the dealership for another year.
No, on God, like I literally told him, I was like, this job is totally not worth it. And if you're getting another job, especially like a car dealership job, like as a car salesman or whatever, like, yeah, take that opportunity. I couldn't be any more happy, to have you back in
Yeah.
my life. Real shit. But yeah, how have you been, Erica? You just came back from a trip from SoCal, right?
Yeah.
How was that?
Just got back yesterday. We were supposed to leave super early in the morning because it's like a 5-hour drive, and I had work at 4.
Mm-hmm.
But we ended up leaving like at 9, actually like 10, and then got back like at 2. Does that even add up? 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. We got back like at 2:30, right?
Yeah, and then went straight to work, right?
Yeah, just
No
got
sleep.
ready, went to work, clocked in, closed, got off like at 1 something, and then woke up today, and now I'm doing this.
Now we're doing this.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, this was just an idea that we've been having. We finally copped the equipment, and now we're making our dreams into reality. So expect to see, of course, my face a lot. I will be the host, Slat Aces. You guys could also call me Matt Mankle. And then these are my lovely people. You will see their faces a lot as well. I forgot to mention, yeah, that's my dog, by the way. He'll be annoying. He'll be barking and stuff a lot when people walk by my room. But if you guys are liking what we're wearing, check it out. We got the Slime Hearts merch. We got the Friends Slap merch. And we got, this
The original.
the OG Slap merch. If you guys want to know where to cop these elegant
Hoodies.
hoodies, merchandise, anything you want, there's more products on the website. www.slataces.com. Check it out, y'all. But yeah, on a side note, how do you guys...
Mochi.
So pretty much, yeah, we're in this new house, right? We recently moved in. This is about like 2.5 months ago. Like we officially moved in February 2nd, 2022. And I've been loving it. I've really been loving this house. I love the people I'm with, the people I'm around, what I got going on. I feel like everything's just in place for me to level up. How do you guys feel? I know Erica's around a lot. She doesn't technically live with us, but she's basically our roommate. You know what I mean? Like we love having her over, and
Yeah. It's
honestly,
my second
like,
home.
yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
I feel like this house functions more properly when you're around two. You know what I mean?
Oh, thanks.
Like it would still function properly if you weren't here, but it functions better for sure when you're here. You know what I
Thank
mean?
you, yeah.
You help a lot around the house, and
Yeah.
I really do appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I love this house actually. I think that the vibe is always right. It's just like always a good, I don't know, like a good mood.
This is good energy.
It's good energy, yes, exactly. Except for when you look into the laundry room at night.
What's wrong with the laundry room at night?
Because it's just dark in there, and it's a straight way.
okay.
When the door's open, you're standing far away, and you
Mhm.
look straight in there, you can't see in there. So it's just total darkness and just
Yeah.
like eerie.
No, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I first moved in, like we were just still relatively new to the house, and like it's complete darkness. Yeah, like it's gonna be kind of scary just walking around the house. I thought
Yeah.
you were talking about like, cause like when it's like when the washer and the dryer's on, like it gets really loud,
Yeah.
and basically the laundry room's like right around my room, so it's
Mhm.
like. It is pretty loud when I'm sleeping, but it doesn't bother me too much. Does it bother you guys? Do you guys hear it?
No.
I don't hear it. Oh, so it's right next to your head.
Yeah, it's right next, literally right next to my
that's
head.
terrible.
Mochi. But it's not bad. Yeah, but Diana is one of our other roommates, by the way. She tells me that she hears us on her phones a lot. Like whenever we're
phone?
scrolling through TikTok, like she's able to hear through her walls to hear us.
Oh, really?
Wow.
But for me, I never hear anything that goes
I
on.
never hear
Either.
anyone else.
Like if I completely try to focus my hearing on something outside my room, yeah, I could hear it. But if I'm doing my own things in here, like, yeah, like I can't really hear anything going on outside my room.
Mm-mm.
Like
Not
the
at all.
most I'll hear is like when Rico and Diana are hanging out in Diana's room,
Mm-hmm.
and like I won't hear words, but I'll just hear like the peanuts mumbling, like
The peanuts mumbling?
mm.
Oh yeah, I know
Yeah,
what you mean.
yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, so because yours and Diana's rooms are basically back to back.
Yeah, well,
Or, like,
her room is
your
right next to
bathroom.
my bathroom.
There you go. So when you're in
So
the bathroom, you can hear
She
her.
hears
She
me
could
on
probably-
TikTok when I'm on the toilet for
Oh,
sure.
that's probably what
Yeah.
she means. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then when I play music when I'm showering, I keep it outside my shower door, and I think the shower door is right where her closet is.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
I
okay.
think, yeah. But dude, honestly, yeah, with this house, like we've always been talking about moving in together, but I'm just so glad we're all on the same page on our like standards for the house. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I feel like we could have aimed lower, could have aimed bigger, but this honestly is like more than what I ever could have wanted,
Yeah,
to be honest.
I mean, we have more space and we know what to do with.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I didn't know that my room was gonna be this big, and our original idea was to have the podcast area somewhere in like in the house somewhere else, but like my room's just big enough to like have my own room and like might as well have the setting here too. So I'm glad I could have it here. But if there ends up being a change in scenery one day, like, it's okay. But
Yeah,
this
it's
is
not
a-
about
this
the
is-
location; it's about the people in
it's
it.
about the
Yeah.
people in it, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is a great start. So I'm really glad we're on this page right now. So we do know now. Our people know how we met. Brendan Theaters. How did we meet, Erica?
Well,
Do you mind telling the people?
I got hired at this job, and Matt was working there, and I'm in a position where I manage. And so I basically just tell Matt what to do, which I didn't have to do often since he's been working there a long time and he does his job right most of the time. And yeah, he's actually super nice. When I started working there, it was like super quiet and a little bit awkward just because I didn't really know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone there is just a vibe also. And then I was working there for a few months, and then I decided to quit. And then when I got rehired, Gmo was working there, and then that's kind of how I met him too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at that
Yeah.
time, I think Jimo was only working like
I had
one
come
day a
back
week.
because
Yeah.
I wasn't planning on coming back. Because originally I worked there before Matt,
Mm-hmm. He did.
and that's actually where we reconnected after the movie theater.
Reunited.
Yeah,
It felt so good.
but during COVID, like, I didn't want to come back. Like it was
No
such a
one did.
shitty job. Like
No one ever would want to come back to Gen, and I don't wish that on my worst enemy. But
I took
good money.
COVID as an opportunity. Mochi,
that boy going
Bro.
crazy right now.
I took COVID as an opportunity as an out basically, and I don't know. I would say the main reason that I came back was because Justin became a manager.
Yes, dude. Once I knew Justin was my manager, I was like, all right, it's lit.
Yeah.
But he only
But then-
he only opens, bro.
Yeah, once I did come back, I remember, or originally I had like I heard, you know, because I was still in touch with everybody at Gen, like all the friend group you guys had. I knew everybody from there.
Yeah.
And then so like I would hear stories of like what you guys would do and stuff, and I heard her name brought up often. And it wasn't until remember that time we were on Discord.
Yeah.
And she was there. In
Oh,
the
yeah.
background.
Hey, that shows, man. We were podcasting Loki before we started podcasting.
Yeah.
There you go.
Discord. If you need to know, if you're like on a budget and you want to start a podcast, and you just don't have the, you know, you're not financially stable enough to cop like the equipment you need, Discord is honestly a great start. Like, just get a webcam or a laptop, show your face, talk to your friends, and honestly, you get to make it work right there. But that's what's really cool about podcasting. It's so versatile. You could do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But continue.
And then it wasn't till Justin's wedding that we actually met in person.
Yeah. Congratulations, Justin. I'm so happy for you.
Dude, Justin, yeah, dude. He's been with Michelle for 10 years. I remember the day of the wedding. My parents had gone somewhere away, so I had like my parents' house to myself. And Justin had said that they weren't able to get a venue in time for like a after party for their wedding. And, you know, I felt bad, so like I called my parents and I was like, "Look, like you guys know I'm at this wedding. Everybody here is really cool. They're from people from work. Like, do you guys mind if we have the after party at the house?"
Oh, geez, stop.
And they were cool with it.
Please.
So like I brought it up to Justin, like, you know, if you want, like, you can have everybody come over to my house. Like, it's a pretty big backyard.
We did.
And they did.
Come over.
Even though Justin and Michelle didn't show up till like the last hour.
Yeah, they showed up really late. But
It was still
honestly,
lit.
props to them for coming still. Like, respect. Like, for them, they're the type of couple, like, if they don't show up to a party, it's completely okay. You know what I mean? I'm not
'Cause-
going to bash them
But
for
when
it.
they do show up, it's like,
But when they
you
do
know,
show
it's
up,
like,
yeah, it's like, it's lit. You know, it's special. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
when they did come, like, I was like, oh, shit, they came. You know what I mean? They brought the Don Julio. I got them. And we just, you know, we had a good night that night. I remember. That was fun. I'm so happy for him. I've known Justin actually since elementary school.
nice.
Yeah. He told me how
Crazy.
he was always a troublemaker.
What's
Like, he got expelled from multiple elementary schools apparently.
he did?
Yeah. And then
No way.
yeah, like I don't know if it's for me to tell, but
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind.
We'll have him on here.
Yeah, we'll have Justin on here, and we'll
Justin be
have
great
him.
at podcasts.
Hell yeah, we'll
Funny.
have him talk to you guys.
What's what's the reason you started working at Gen? Like, how did you find out about it? What pushed you
Justin.
to work there?
Justin.
Justin.
I was so after Brendan, you know, I quit Brendan because you remember Robert, right?
Robert.
From Brendan, like he was the manager before.
Oh, the dude, the GM.
The GM,
the dude with
yeah.
long hair?
Long
Yeah.
hair, yeah. Honestly, I didn't like him, bro. He was,
Really?
He was, yeah.
It was
fuck him.
okay.
Like, he was cool, but, like, I don't know, dude. He could have been better. But anyways, like, yeah, I was just like, okay, I'll tell you guys the real reason. This is the reason why I was, like, bound to get demoted, but I wasn't taking it, bro. So I was like, I'm out. You know, I'm out of this, you know, low-tier job. But basically, I was caught. I was a supervisor. I was working concessions. So basically, I was just chilling, bro. It was slow. And I did, like, in the concessions, there's, like, a back room where we keep, like, stock and inventory. And there's a washer in there, too. So basically, it was slow. And I was like, you know what, let me just take a quick break. Let me hop on my phone. But easily, I could have just walked into that back room, that inventory room, and just went on my phone. But I was like, you know what? Let me sit on this washer real quick. Hopped on that, went on my phone. Mochi, stop. Shh, shh. But pretty much, yeah. Next thing you know, Robert walks in, catches me on it, catches me sitting on it on my phone. I had like a couple more hours left of my shift, but he just sent me straight home. And then he texted me that same night saying, come in this day, blah blah blah. We need to talk. And I came in that day, but I wasn't coming in to talk to them. I came in with my uniform, like the name tag, all that, and I just dropped it off and I left. I didn't want to work there no more.
Did you already have a job backed up? Like,
Yeah,
okay.
I did have a job backed up, and that was Surf City. And shout out to Enki. She put me on Surf City. She's doing good in life now, honestly. Like,
Enki,
shout out to her.
Enki from Gen.
Yeah.
Oh,
she's
yeah.
she's doing really good in
She's
life.
blowing up on TikTok.
Yeah, she's doing. Yeah, she's going off. So respect to her. Shout out to you for putting me on Surf City, even though that job did not pay that well. It was a great job. I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed every single free smoothie I drank. It was fire. But besides that, yeah, I actually did love working at Surf City. It was fun. Because at the time when I worked at Surf City, I worked with Mark also. Mark didn't work there. He worked at JCPenney.
I heard he was security there.
Yeah, he was security.
Oh, okay,
He was security, so like he would always be around the mall while I would be at Surf City. And then I had other couple friends that worked in the food court also. But no, those were good times. But going on to answer your question, after Surf City, I realized I wasn't making enough money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wanted to support my parents more, but I just wasn't like, making the funds. So Justin had already started at Gen, because Justin was OG at Gen. Like, he was day one. Like, he started right when they opened. And then he told me about it. He was like, yeah, you can make this type money. And like, of course, when you work like a low wage job and then someone tells you about the money you can make at Gen, you kind of don't believe it.
Yeah.
But like, you want to believe it, so you try it.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what he told me the type of money you can make, and I was like, okay, let me see. Let me try it. Like, I didn't not believe him, but I believed him.
You were skeptical.
I was skeptical, but I believed him.
Yeah.
So yeah, once I started working there, I was running, and then like, just like every other new runner that hasn't worked a restaurant job, once someone gives you like a $20 bill, that shit makes your fucking day, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah,
that shit,
sure.
like, nowadays if we were to get a $20 bill, like, I'm still grateful for it, but we get a lot more.
It's
but
like, what the fuck is this?
yeah,
That's like a pity, like, I guess.
like if we got like a $20 tip from like a 10 top, like, that's
Nah,
some shit
that's
right there.
disrespectful.
That's disrespectful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, honestly.
But $20 tip from like a 2 top or like a 3 top, like, that's fire. You know, 4 top. You know what I mean? That's cool. Like it could be better, but yeah. I mean, I'm always grateful for like anything given to me.
Yeah, but look, I remember like just in the last 2 months, you've gotten like $300 tips from a 2 top.
Yeah, no, actually, it was like 2 times. Those are the type of people that just got money and just like people for who they are, I guess. Like, if I had like a substantial amount of money and I just didn't care what I spent it on, and I met a server that was cool as fuck, bro, like, yeah, I'd probably do the same thing. Like, I feel like once you start working at a restaurant or anything around the restaurant business, you realize how important tips are. Do you guys believe that too?
Yeah,
I actually, honestly, like, I didn't understand tips until I worked at a restaurant.
Yeah. No, yeah, I feel like that's how it is for most people, because you go out with your friends and none of them worked a restaurant in their lives. You go out to eat and they're like, yeah, I'm not gonna tip these people. I'm only gonna like round it up. I'm only gonna round the tip up a little bit, a couple cents, couple dollars.
No, because my mindset used to be like, why am I gonna tip you? Like, you're getting paid.
You're getting paid already. Oh, see, that's another mindset that people probably think about.
Once I started working at the restaurant, like, the amount of work that you're actually doing,
you deserve
for these
more.
tables, like,
there's like bare minimum work you do for a table if they weren't gonna tip, which is get their order, get their food, get their bill.
Yeah.
But because they're going to tip, you go a little bit above that. Like
Yeah,
you
you
talk to
go-
them with a smile.
Yeah.
Like you try your best to get it to them fast. You make sure they got everything on time. And yeah, you could say you should be doing that anyways, but it's the extra effort, like that extra stress that you feel because you know they might give you more just
Yeah.
based
Yeah.
off of that.
No, that's facts. Yeah.
And then like sometimes it's not even about the money. Like you meet a lot of cool people serving.
Mhm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
there's definitely a lot of cool people that I've met just from having them come in and me serving them.
Yeah. And honestly, we have a good amount of like celebrities and like popular
Yeah.
people that come by our
You
job.
served Najee Harris last
I served.
month.
Okay,
like,
yeah. If you guys know who Najee Harris, I apologize. I do not know who that guy is. Before I served him, I knew his homie, and believe it or not, hey, Savita, if you're watching this, shout out to you, brother. But I noticed you first, and I didn't know who Najee was at all. Like apparently he's like a rookie superstar in the NFL, but it's so cool because Tavita, I actually haven't seen him since like elementary school, and we're like years after high school now. So it's like it's just cool to reunite with people, you know.
Yeah.
Like if you ever see an old friend in public, actually I want to ask you guys this: if you guys see an old friend in public, do you go out your way to say hi, or do you kind of just?
It depends.
It depends on if we
how-
were actually close friends or if we just know of each other or we know each other.
Okay,
Yeah.
Like
that makes sense.
if it's like
And also how much I liked them as a person. We didn't
Right.
have to be close, but if I remember you being hella cool, like we got along, but we weren't close, but you were funny or like something funny or cool happened, memorable, I'll say what's up.
Right.
Yeah.
And it could just be one thing, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
It only takes one thing to make a core memory with somebody. you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, facts. And me, I'm the type of person that like I'd prefer to be cool with everyone. I don't want no drama. I don't want no beef with anyone. Like if like you got to do a lot for me to like be upset with you, basically. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
could see that for
Mhm.
sure.
Like I always try to stay positive as much as I can. You know,
hmm
that's why I love being around you guys. You know, you guys are so positive.
Honestly,
You guys support me in everything I do. It's
I
just like,
definitely
no.
think that you're one of the most stay positive people that I know in real life.
really,
Yeah, and
That's
it's
dope.
a little bit contagious too.
really.
Yeah,
You think it like it rubs off on people?
it does rub off on people. And I think even if they don't notice it, but if they hang around you long enough, they start to kind of like
Yeah,
have that
see.
same mindset.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why I kind of made my brand like self-love all the time.
hmm
You know, like not only are you just, you know, being your own boss, loving yourself every damn day, you know what I mean? You're just, you know, you're in control of your life. You're in control of your happiness. You do whatever you want to do as long as you're happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as long as you're happy, I feel like other people see that, and like you said, it is contagious. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
keep having self-love. Other people will realize that they need self-love too.
And not just that, like lately I've been thinking a lot about like self-worth.
Mhm.
And you might think you're worth less because there's other people that are let's say like they're cooler than you, or like they have more friends, or they're better looking,
Mhm.
or they have something that you wish you could be like.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you're both like the
We're
same
human.
level
Yeah.
of
You
worthy.
You never want to look at someone above you, below
Exactly.
you,
Yeah.
anything.
It's we're equal.
We're
They're just
everyone's
different,
equal.
and
Mhm.
I'm different. But I'm
Exactly.
just as worthy or equal and worthy of my own self-love.
Hey, self-worth all the time.
Yeah.
SWAT.
Oh shit!
What?
That might be- that
Yeah,
might
that's
be
a
a
good
new-
one.
That might be a new one right there,
The
guys.
remix.
Remix of the slat. But hell yeah, no, I definitely agree. Yeah, with the back to the topic of like seeing friends in public. A majority of them, I say 90% of them, I'll be ecstatic to see them again. Like, oh my, well, like, what's good? You know what I mean? Like, it could be anyone. It could be like my exes. It could be like old friends that had like some weird shit in the past with, like, you know what I mean? I try not to resent anything. Try not to hold anything, you know, back on anyone. But yeah, if you see me in public, I'll always say what's up. If I know you, I'm gonna say what's up. But I'm not gonna not deny that I have I have shunned my head on people
On
that I didn't want to talk to
Yeah.
on certain days. You know, it depends
Yeah.
on the day too.
And your mood and like what
And
you're
the
doing
mood.
that
Day
day
and
in
the
that
mood for sure.
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it definitely depicts on that.
I was thinking that maybe I didn't want to talk so much about Jen just because like I work there, and like what if
Managers.
or corporate or like Jose or someone like
But we're not talking down upon the job.
Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
our backstory. How
It
we
is
got
our
there.
backstory.
you know?
Yeah.
okay,
If
Yeah.
anything, we're giving Jen recognition.
that's
Yeah.
true.
So
Hey, go eat
sponsor
at
us.
Jen.
Yeah, go
Prices are going up.
Yeah, go eat at
Eat
Jen
at Jen
before
while
our
you
prices
can.
go up. Yeah. All you can eat Korean barbecue,
Yeah.
4 meats at a time, unlimited rounds.
And if you have anything left over, it's a extra charge. So
Hey, don't leave leftover meats. It's
Only-
$5
Just-
charge, but we're eventually making it a full head count. So be aware. Don't
Remember, you can order half orders.
half orders are very necessary, believe it or not.
But back to where, how we started working there. I actually, in a way, the way that I started working there was also Justin.
Justin too?
I actually didn't know him,
Really?
but
What?
so like I was working at Mellows at the time.
Mhm.
I was just a busser, and it was shitty. Like,
Really?
yeah, because the bussers were also dishwashers.
Mm.
So like we'd have to close the dish pit, and it'd be gross, and you know, like it was just shitty.
Were you the youngest one?
No, we were all about the same. I was older actually than some of the other bussers,
Oh, okay.
because I was 19,
Not
Mm.
like Jen.
19,
how young?
20. They were like 16, 17. And then Carlos, our friend Carlos, texted me one day because he was currently working at IHOP, and he was like,
I
you know,
remember.
like fuck IHOP, like I need
Hey,
a
shout out
job.
Carlos, by the way. I
Shout
love
out to
you,
Carlos. Yeah, Los Car.
Los Car.
Uh-huh.
Carlangas.
He was like, hey, can you give me a ride? Like, I'm gonna go apply to this place, Jen, because he knew Justin prior to Jen.
Yeah.
So
Wait, how?
You knew Justin first
Carlos,
I'm trying to figure out
before you knew Justin.
yeah,
Oh,
Maybe it was Xbox.
maybe
I don't know.
something like that.
I'm trying to think of mutuals, but I don't know how they would have met at all.
Probably
Whatever.
Xbox.
Yeah, probably. Continue.
And I drove him with Rico. Rico came with us.
Mm-hmm.
And when we got inside, like he was like, "Fuck it, like we'll go in there with you to check the place out because it looks cool." And you walked in, and like the music was popping, like it was all dope, like throwback music,
Yeah,
and
bro.
like
And
it looked like a
the
nightclub
LED
in
lights
there.
and stuff. Like
Hella
I feel like
busy,
the lights really
like-
just like give off the vibes in there too.
Yeah, because like see now I go in and I see it, and I'm like, you know, like
It's
same
old.
old same tables that
Yeah.
I've seen for 4 years,
Yeah.
like.
Mhm.
It's been too long.
But for the
guys.
first time walking in, it was dope.
yeah. I
And-
remember my first time walking into Jen thinking like, "Whoa, this place is so cool."
It's cool, right?
I
First
know,
impression.
yeah. First impression there is for sure cool.
But once you're there for so long, it's just same old, same old.
Yeah.
Keep tuning in, y'all, so we can quit our jobs.
With a 2 weeks notice.
Of course.
with the 2 weeks.
But I went in with Carlos, and like he went up to the host and asked for an application, and it was I forgot her name. One of the host trainers.
Host trainers.
Um, huh?
Molly?
No.
No, they're server trainers, right?
Yeah. I forget her name.
Mm.
But she was like, "Do you guys want applications too?" And then me and Rico like looked at each other. We were just like,
Okay, because
Fuck
you guys were
it,
working
like-
at that swimming place before, right? Prior?
before that. But I was working at Mellows, and I don't think Rico had a job at the time. I think he was
Oh.
just chilling.
He was chilling.
Or he might have. I don't remember. But
Mhm.
we were like, "Fuck it!" Like we filled out our applications, and they interviewed us like right then and there.
Mm.
And then they were like, "Okay, come back this day, and we'll sign the paperwork, and you guys will be hired." I was like,
Just
all right."
hired anyone.
They just
Yeah.
hired
Yes, I
I
mean,
mean,
anyone.
that's
never
how we are
changed.
kind of today. But
Yeah.
but like back then, I think they're a little more organized with it. Just a
They
little
for
bit
sure
more.
were, yeah.
Yeah.
Because back then they actually trained us.
Yeah.
Right now, people just kind of
They throw you
They
in the
just
field
learn.
and just assume that you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You're fucking agent.
But and then Witzel worked at Mellows also. So I called him right after. I was like, dude, like, come apply at this place. Like, it's called Jen. It's like next to Denny's, whatnot.
Yeah.
Because I'm not showing back up to Mellows.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, he was driving to his shift at Mellows while I called him. He was like, fuck, like, all right, like.
And then he called off that day?
He made a U-turn and then
Whoa.
showed up
Jen.
5 minutes later at Jen. Went and
Look at
applied, and they interviewed him, and then he got hired.
Yo.
So
I did not know that part of the story. That's
yeah,
crazy.
we never went back to Mellows. I went back like 6 months later to pick up my last paycheck.
Yeah, I was about to say, where did you pick up your last paycheck?
Because like I did not want to show my face there again. Because like we just didn't show up, and no notice,
managers.
nothing. We just were gone.
Did anyone try to contact you guys after?
No.
Like, hey,
Nobody
bro,
even called
where
us.
were
They
you
didn't
guys?
care.
Yeah.
That just
And
shows
it
the
was
lack
like,
of appreciation.
We felt bad, not because we were quitting the place, but because, do you remember Natalie?
Sounds familiar.
She was like friends with us before Jen, and then we got her to work there.
She's she sounds familiar. She sounds like brunette, right?
Yeah.
Like a little on the
Yeah.
non-smaller side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Natalie, if you're watching this,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I tried to say that in the least meanest way possible. I apologize.
She got us the job at Mellows because she worked there. So like we felt bad not showing up, but I think she was also fed up with the place, so she ended up quitting not long after.
you didn't put her
Okay.
on?
Huh?
You didn't tell her about Jen?
We
Yeah,
told
yeah.
her about Jen.
Oh, okay, you
Okay.
did.
Yeah, and we showed her how much we made and everything, and then she came and worked at Jen for a while,
Oh.
and then she ended up quitting and just moving on. But yeah, then now I'm here.
now we're podcasting. But nah, yeah. She worked at Jen for how long?
A couple months for sure. At least a year, I think.
So that's where I should know her then.
Yeah, you definitely do know her. I just she never really hung out with the group, but
But she was just always there at work.
she was there. Yeah,
Is she a morning shifter? PM shifter?
I want to say she
'Cause if she was a morning-
was. I think she worked at night, but no, I want to say she worked there a couple months, not close to a year. I think she quit remember in the beginning we only had split sections.
Yeah.
Like it was 2 servers to 1 section.
Yeah, I remember that.
And we'd still make like 150, 160 every night.
Maybe we just have like 3 table sections or 4 table sections.
Yeah, I think after when they started doing super sections, she was like, yeah, I don't like it. Like, she quit.
She couldn't hang.
Yeah.
Next time, hang next time.
So how long ago was this?
This was like year 1.
Which was
2018.
2018 going into 2019.
like 4 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, I remember applying long time ago, like maybe 3 years ago, for a server position
At Jen?
at Jen.
Really?
I walked in, I asked for an application, but I actually didn't return the application. I know. I don't know, because I think I went there to eat, and I was like, are you guys hiring? And then she said, yeah, and she gave me an application, and I went home, but I never went back to turn it in, because what do I ever go to Concord for, you know? I live like 25 minutes away, so I just forgot about it and continued my day-to-day life.
Yeah, because you worked out here at the time.
Which was, huh?
You worked out here at the time?
Yeah, I worked out here at the time. And yeah, I had a serving job. I thought it was like I was making good money.
You probably were.
I thought I was. I mean, we would make like $80 to $100 a day in tips. But our shifts were like you have to be there at 11 or 10 and you get off at 9. And sometimes we didn't even get a break. Which, I mean, as a server, it's not uncommon,
Yeah,
you know?
it's not uncommon, definitely.
But I would always think, like, where else am I going to make this much money, you know? And then when I got hired at Jen and I started seeing how much What?
Go on.
I started seeing how much the servers make, I was like, bro, what?
At Jen or Creation?
At Jen.
At Jen, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they make a really good amount. I mean, I think even the Yard House servers make pretty good.
Mhm.
But Jen definitely makes more.
Jen's a different, like,
It's weird because like I want to say Jen's a different breed when it comes to restaurants and serving,
It's
but like
hard.
it is. I want to say it's one of the hardest, if not the hardest job, but I haven't worked any other restaurant, so like
Yeah.
I can't say. I did work at Shibuya. It's a hot pot place, and totally easy. Honestly, it was so easy that it was like low key boring. So like I would see servers that kind of stress on that job, and I'm just like, wait, why? Like, why are you stressing? Like, you know what I mean? But like compared to Jen, yeah, Jen's 100% harder. Like,
I think it definitely takes a special type of person to be able
Yeah.
to serve there
mhm.
successfully.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
different work ethic, different, personality type
Yeah.
shit.
Even mentality,
Mentality,
like how
that's what I
fast
meant,
can
yeah.
your brain move and how well are you organizing your thoughts and prioritize your steps.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Right.
I'll hit that. Fuck it.
Be my guest.
Would you guys be down if we were on some psychedelics for a podcast one day?
Oh yeah,
Oh, for sure.
for sure.
Like on that Mike Tyson shit.
Mike
Well-
Tyson?
What Mike Tyson shit?
Basically, like every podcast he goes on, I think he always just handfuls a dose of shrooms.
No
Mike
way.
Tyson?
Yeah, like if you were to watch him on like Joe Rogan's podcast or Impulsive,
Okay.
yeah, he'll just fucking just down hella shrooms, hella wild. I can't imagine. Imagine just like what we're thinking on shrooms, and then
Yeah, because you're definitely
just saying things out of your mouth.
you're
While you're on
definitely a
shrooms.
lot more talkative.
Mhm.
A lot. Your brain works faster.
I think it's just thinking more, if anything.
Thinking more and seeing outside the box.
Yeah.
The box being your brain and your perspective. I think you can like actually see outside of that. At
Mhm.
least me on shrooms, my experience, I've been able to like see other people's points of view, even people who I don't like,
Mhm.
and being able to like, what's the word? Emphasize with them.
Oh, empathize.
Empathize, yeah. Like being able to see where they're coming from and feel where they're coming from.
Yeah, there you go.
And I think it's beneficial. I think everyone should do shrooms at least once.
Yeah, like even a microdose.
Yeah.
Like
'Cause
I was.
it's like friends that we have that like hang out with us when we do said things,
Mhm.
like don't know, like we can't relate unless you've also done it.
Yeah, unless they're on
like,
it too, or they have done it. You know.
because it's like it's super hard to explain. It's just like you have to experience it
to know.
yeah, it's
Like if you know type
yeah.
shit. Yeah. I wanted to ask you guys too. Like, what do you guys think is the main sole purpose that people do drugs?
escape reality.
To escape reality, right? Like,
There's yeah, I mean in like generally speaking, I think it is to escape what's going on in your head right now, or like to feel something different.
to feel something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for me, like yeah, that's the two main reasons. I feel like someone might be going through something in life, they want to get their mind off things, or they want to escape reality. Sometimes I feel like there's just people that are straight in life and they just want to do something fun,
Yeah.
and like that could be another reason. And like at the same time that like relates to escaping reality, because you're responsible in life, you're settled, you're stable, you're good, but you do drugs just because, you know what I mean, you're feeling a little
Sometimes-
creative or something.
Sometimes it comes out of boredom.
Boredom.
You're bored. Okay, fuck it out. You know.
Fuck it, I'll do it.
Sometimes you can't sleep.
Oh, gee.
Sometimes before, when I was younger, I used to like, abuse like the dumbest drugs. Like I would take a
kind
bunch of Mucinex when I was in high school.
Really?
Yeah, it was like the thing. Like everyone was taking Mucinex, so I was always down for whatever.
Yeah.
And we would take. Do not try this at home for yourself. It's not a good experience. Disclaimer. We would take like 10 of the 50 milligrams Mucinex.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What's the normal dose?
1 or 2.
What the?
Yeah, we were stupid. And because you could easily overdose, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, when you take, people take, what's that cough syrup?
Yeah.
Oh, lean.
but not lean. The one you can buy over the counter.
Yeah. It's, I think
Like NyQuil.
Isn't lean basically NyQuil? It's like basically cough syrup,
I
right?
think it's a stronger.
Oh, like more potent or some shit.
Because you need a prescription to get lean.
Yeah, it's weird though, cause like like these prescribed drugs, like the branded ones and stuff, it's weird. They're still drugs, but I don't like considering them drugs. Is that weird?
Like which ones?
Like when
Like
you hear the
Adderall?
term drugs, you think of weed. Yeah, Adderall,
Okay, yeah.
ecstasy, Molly.
Yeah,
But
well-
when you hear Mucinex, do you think drugs?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
But like with Adderall, before I even knew people take Adderall as a drug,
Mm-hmm.
like I was prescribed Adderall for ADHD
Oh,
all
you
throughout
were?
elementary school, middle school.
Really?
So,
you've
like, I
been
would take
taking
it. It wasn't till high school that I found out that
People take it recreationally.
people take it like recreationally, and then I sold it all.
Yeah.
I had just gotten a new prescription, and I went to school and I sold all 100 capsules for like $4 a capsule.
$4? That's a
This
steal.
was my yeah. Well, I didn't know much about drugs,
I used to buy
so
them for
I
like
looked up the
$7.
street value of what I had, and it said $3 to $4.
Mm.
This was in, what, 2015.
Dude, you're on the business route before you even knew it.
Yeah,
That's
honestly.
crazy, bro. That's fire.
No, and the best part, it was like around the time that it was finals week.
Oh, so
So-
everyone
Yeah.
needed it.
Did you ever get caught for it?
No,
No.
But you
okay.
said this is elementary?
High
wait,
school.
no, this was high school.
Oh.
But
okay,
I
misheard.
had been taking Adderall since elementary school.
Oh, okay. wait, you're
Another thing I
taking
did
Adderall.
is when I got knee surgery.
Why is he
I got knee surgery because I keep putting my finger in his ear.
Why?
Yeah, I got knee surgery and they gave me Narcos and
This
all
is
a
from
bunch
your
of
football injury?
Yeah,
Mm.
a whole bunch of Narcos and different other painkillers, and I sold them all also in
Damn.
high school.
How are painkillers? I've never really taken them. What do they do to you?
They kill pain.
I mean, yeah, of course it
It
kills
just
the pain,
numbs
but
the
like
pain.
it
Yeah.
numbs it.
You just feel kind of like slumped.
So it's not just that one pain that's on your body; it's the whole body, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's all
It
one
doesn't
feeling.
target just one area unless it's like a patch
It
or
just
cream.
numbs
Oh,
your
okay.
body's pain, basically.
You
Yeah.
just kind of don't feel anything.
And how long do they last?
A couple hours, like 8 hours, probably.
8 hours.
You know, I was reading in like a study that they did. People who take even Tylenol, like over-the-counter pain medication for when you have a headache, or what is it, like you just feel like shit, like you're hungover.
Mm.
You take a Tylenol or you take an Advil. Turns out that it turns off the same pain receptor that allows you to empathize with people. Like, they took two groups of people, one who didn't take any pain medication and one that did, and showed them like something really tragic, like really sad. And the people who took the Tylenol and like Advil, they didn't really care as much. It didn't really affect them
So that's while they're on it, or
while they're on it.
okay.
Yeah.
So long-term effects.
Long-term effects, I didn't read that
Or are
much
they
into
just
it.
trying to get like the little bit of specs that the pills come with? You know what I mean? The little
Right.
extra shit that it comes with,
Right, yeah.
basically, and that's like, you know, your emotions
Yeah.
while you're on it.
Like you're more likely to do something shitty and not feel bad about it if
Okay.
you're on Tylenol or Advil. Yeah.
That makes me that kind of reminds me, or just it just randomly came up, but like, you know when girls, okay, so this is where I was coming from. So like you're talking that when they're on that certain pill and then like the two people feel the same way, is it kind of like when two girls are in the same building and then their periods match up?
It could be, but honestly, I don't know if anyone knows where that comes from.
But it's real though, right? That's a thing.
Yeah,
where,
girls'
like,
periods match up.
girls'
When-
periods sync up, and then like
if
and,
you're
like-
around a girl for who knows for how long of a time, but often you will start to have the same cycles as them.
I don't know.
That's
Like
crazy.
it's just so crazy to me. Yeah, when I first heard about that, I was like, wait, how is that a thing?
Yeah, right? Because it's like even you don't even have to like them.
Yeah.
But because you're around them, it
Yeah.
syncs up. And I think it has something to do with like pheromones.
Pheromones.
Pheromones are like
That could explain it. Yeah.
the essence that you give off. It actually, I think it determines like why you're attracted to someone when you don't know why. Pheromones, like you don't smell it. I don't think you do.
It's just it's like a invisible aroma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so cool. It's so interesting to me.
Right.
Yeah,
And
they say that's why. Actually, my dog trainer was telling me today that because she asked me to tell her everything that happens in between meetings.
Yeah.
And I told her about when the guy was coming to fix the toilets, and I had to leave him in the crate, and Rico was scared to let him out because he was barking at him, and she was like, the reason he was barking was because he could smell that Rico was already coming in scared.
Really?
Because he gives off pheromones when he's scared. Whoa. And the dogs can smell the pheromones.
That's so crazy.
Speaking of pheromones, I watch TikTok, right? And there's a TikTok for the girls about a perfume. It's like a rollerball perfume. Yeah. You can get it on Amazon. It's like $25, maybe $30. It's for girls. And it's supposed to be liquid pheromones that make men find you extremely attractive.
For no reason.
For no reason.
Just by putting it on.
Just by rolling it on yourself, it like releases.
Oh, is it like a jade roller, that type of thing?
But it has like a liquid, like an oil kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
And it's not really scented. You can't really smell it. But all the reviews on there talk about how crazy it works. Like, there's this girl, she said that when she wears it and goes to work as a server, she makes like 30% more tips.
Really?
Wow. Yeah. Or that if you wear it and you go out to like the club or go out to a bar, you're guaranteed like to be pulling.
Like someone will come up to you type
yeah,
shit.
and
Does
try
this
to buy
only
you a
work
drink.
for women?
Yeah.
They actually no, I think they do have one for men too. So
yeah.
There's definitely different brands, and there's like a market of people like out there who like do their research on this, you know, use it to their advantage.
That's crazy. It's like not really technology either. It's just
it's
materials.
It's like a life hack.
It's like life hack.
Yeah, who knows? I wish I knew more
DIY.
about that. Yeah.
Like it's just an idea, and then they just made it into reality.
I wonder how they discovered this.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
That's crazy.
Was there like 5-star reviews on it?
There was 5-star reviews.
Like mainly positive.
Mainly positive. Like people really think they see a difference, even though you don't smell it, or and if you do, it's like a very faint smell, like just perfumey, like fruity perfume, like women, you know. But they say it works. And where was I going with the?
We were just talking about pheromones earlier, and it's kind of just like another example of it.
They did another study. I don't know if it has to do with pheromones, but it's like related. They got all of these women who are in relationships, and all of their boyfriends were in a different room, right? The boyfriends took off their shirts, or they just had a used shirt that were their boyfriends, and they gave the women the t-shirts and said, just based on the smell, can you tell me which one is your boyfriend's shirt?
Oh shit.
It's like they're all wearing plain white t-shirts, right?
Yeah.
No perfume, no body spray.
Just straight
pheromones.
Yeah.
Like everyone has like a different smell.
Yeah, no.
Even if it's not
true.
an odor to say, it's like a smell.
It's so
that's
true.
kind of like what pheromones are. And like I think that's why certain houses, you go into someone's house, you're like, oh, this smells like them,
like their culture, you know what I mean? If you walk into a Filipino household, you know it's a Filipino household.
That's funny. Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, dude, that's dang, I was actually just about to go off that topic with the pheromones also, but I can't quite think about it. But I forgot. You guys have anything else to say though?
On that topic?
Yeah, on that topic.
I don't think I do.
No, I mean, it also makes me think about like animals. Like how dogs sense of smell is something crazy.
So
like
like their sense of smell is like
they can identify you just
It's like as strong
by the
as
smell.
human brains,
Yeah.
almost. But just for a nose, though, it's crazy.
Yeah,
And
they
then
say they have some dogs that can smell cancer, detect cancer in your body.
Cancer.
You can
What?
line up some people and they can sniff out which person has cancer.
No way.
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah.
that 100%.
Just all the dog senses. Like they said, dogs can feel. I don't know if it's just dogs, but like dogs can feel earthquakes before they happen, or like they bark at ghosts.
Mhm.
You know, shit like that.
Yeah. No, yeah. And they like, what, don't they have like x-ray vision as well? Like,
No, they have they can see. It's not X-ray vision. They
They
can
could just see
see.
in the
I think
dark.
Blu-ray.
Blu-ray.
No, what's that one?
Oh, night vision.
They're nocturnal.
It's not X-ray. No.
Cats?
They are nocturnal.
Wait, are you talking about dogs still?
Yeah,
Dogs.
yeah.
Okay.
They can see. You know when you have a remote and you press the button, it sends like a signal to the TV.
Mhm.
Or have you ever recorded a camera, like your phone screen? It's always scanning like a little light, ultraviolet.
Oh.
Dogs
the
can see
rays.
ultraviolet light.
Or just light, or like, do they just see like rays?
They're rays of light.
Yeah.
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 I remember what I was going off of though, like the pheromones and stuff. Like I realized, like when you're sober, you don't realize what other people's thinking. It's hard to tell. You know what I mean? It's like unless that you're like a really really close friend, like your soulmates type shit. You just know what the other person's thinking just by looking at them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with other random people, you don't expect that, or like you know what I mean, like just regular friends. Sometimes it's hard, but sometimes you can. But I realized that if you were to take like LSD, you know, per se, you take some acid, and then they're also on that drug. I think we were talking about this as well when like you don't know unless you're on the same thing as them. So like I say like LSD as an example, like when you're both on LSD, it's crazy because I was taking it with I think Mark. Like I know like me and Mark are close, but like I don't know what he's thinking most of the time.
Yeah.
But when we were on LSD, like I just felt like our minds connected and became one.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
like not only like was it like did it feel like I knew what he was thinking, but I knew what he was thinking right when he was thinking it.
Yeah. Like you felt like you could read each other's minds.
Yes, but like instantaneous, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
no.
might sound crazy, but like let me know like if you guys also have felt that way off any of these psychedelics.
Definitely.
I think it might be shrooms also, but I think my experience was on LSD. So
Yeah, I've definitely felt that with shrooms. I was on
Mhm.
shrooms with a friend, and I swear we like could read each other's minds for like a second or two.
yeah,
It was like no words. Like we were talking, we stopped talking, and we were gonna go pick up the conversation again, but it was happening in our heads.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
I could hear his thoughts, he could hear my
Yes,
thoughts.
like
We were
you could hear
talking
their
to each other
thoughts.
in our heads for like a minute, and we're like, "What the fuck? Did that really just happen?" And going based off of that, I think that we're a lot more. I think LSD and shrooms, like psychedelics, they definitely open you up, like I said, to different perspectives, but they open up like your ability to receive energy and perceive things. And I think that's why you can hear people's thoughts or like know what they're thinking.
yeah.
Um,
And that's like the other thing, like why people do drugs, and like that adds to the topic of why we're talking. Like why do people do drugs? You know?
yeah, and not just that, like aliens. People who've been like abducted by aliens or like they've had alien encounters, they say that the aliens communicate to them not through English. Obviously they don't know English, or maybe they do, but they don't like speak English to you. It's like a thought that you have in your head. They communicate telepathically, not in
Yeah.
English. Like, you know how some people don't have an inner dialogue?
Yeah.
It's
Like, if you
just
think about
thoughts.
it though, like languages aren't real. So like how we're speaking to each other is telepathic
Yeah, in a sense.
in a sense, right?
Yeah.
That's like crazy to think about, because like words aren't real, like things aren't real. This like I feel like nothing is really real.
No, I definitely hear you.
Nothing is really
Okay.
real, but like we make it real because like society made it a thing. You know what I mean? Now words are words, vocab is vocab.
No, everything is a concept.
Concept,
Or a construct.
a construct of like what it previously was.
Yeah. Everything's made up.
Yeah.
Like
So like we're just living in a made up world.
No, yeah. It's definitely.
That's so crazy,
like think
man.
about a stop sign.
Yeah.
That stop sign is telling you have to stop here. And someone came up with that idea. I was like, hey, what if we put a stop sign? A sign right here that says stop. So people know when to stop. And the other car can go. And they're like, bro, that's so genius. All right, let's put a stop sign right here.
Yeah.
Let's make it red so they know. You
Yeah.
know?
Like something that stands out.
I recently seen a TikTok of a blue stop sign.
What the
And
Where's
he
that
was
at?
like, this one's so nice. Like, the red ones are so mean. They say stop. But this blue one says stop.
What?
Dude, I feel that.
Yeah, no, honestly, I feel the same way.
Hey, because you know what? Sometimes you're going towards even a stop, like a light. You're going towards a green light, and then you see it start to turn. It's gonna turn yellow,
Yeah.
and then it turns red. And it's just like you get bummed.
Yeah.
And
no,
I think
that's
the color
really
red
common
has to
feeling.
do with
It's like
that.
orange and red.
Yeah. No, I feel
It's like the high pitched sound is green, and then as it gets orange and becomes red, it's like the
it gets
Stop.
like
Yeah.
a lower tone.
Yeah.
No, I feel like colors definitely are definitely mood changers or like
Oh,
mood,
yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
switches.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you see the color green and you think go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Or
Yeah.
there's this thing about
Good, like-
why all the fast food have yellow and red in their logos is because those are some of the colors that make people hungry.
yeah.
Yeah.
I see
Like-
McDonald's or In-N-Out, I get hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, even Wendy's,
Wendy's too.
Burger King.
Yeah, they all got.
There's another thing I read on the internet about how there's a specific shade of pink that makes people calm.
Really?
Yeah, so they painted a prison. The whole inside of the prison was pink, that specific shade. I forgot what it was called. But turns out there was like a large percentage of like a decrease in fights, like
In the same prison
drama, like all of that went downhill as soon as they painted it, or
too? Okay.
something like that.
Yeah.
And I definitely agree, because have you ever walked into a room and let's say it's too bright in there, like if it's a yellow room, you just feel like, you know?
Yeah.
Like if the
Yeah, if I
color
were to
of the
say
room
yellow,
is
yeah.
not right, you're just like, get me out of here.
Low key, yeah, low key.
Mm-hmm.
How would you feel in an all white room?
I think it would depend on the lighting.
The lighting?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because don't they use like all white for like insane asylums or some
they
stuff
do.
like that?
Yeah, you kind of just feel
so
like
you just
you're-
go crazy
go
or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Go stupid.
If I was in like a brown room, I would feel very calm. Like, give me a
Calm.
blanket, you know?
Oh yeah, just like go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys feel about this olive green?
I like it. It's like
It's
kind of
subtle.
It's subtle. It's calm.
This isn't the same color as my room, is it?
No, your
think
room
it
is
is.
tan, beige.
Beige
Tan.
tan. Yeah. The yellow. Get that out of here, man.
Like paint this.
Yeah.
Right now.
This mustard color out of here.
Imagine being in a prison and like they're just like, yeah, we're gonna paint everything pink. Like you just see.
No, I know. I feel like the prisoners would like kind of be like, "What the fuck?" They would hate on it at first, but
Yeah.
then they would like have nothing else to do but hate on it. So I think maybe that's why they don't
Yeah.
do any fighting anymore.
It
whatever.
wasn't- No, I think it's like the effect of seeing the color just has an effect on you. The same way the red stop sign has that effect on you.
Yeah.
This specific shade of pink, and it's not like a hot pink or like magenta. It's like a clammy pink.
Clammy one.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of
Fleshy.
in the middle, like between like a really light one
Yeah.
and a really hot one. It's like in
Mhm.
between.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think for the first episode, That was a very good one. So
Yeah.
we'll about wrap things up. If you guys would like, and we're gonna have a lot of more podcasts in the future. So don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. I'm starting my
Comment.
words.
Share.
Share this with your friends if you guys, like who we are. Yeah, definitely you guys are gonna see our faces a lot. So yeah. We'll see you guys soon. Check out the merch again, okay?
Slat.
www.slattaces.com. Self love all the time. Peace, y'all. It's been Matt Mancole, aka Slat Aces,
Erica.
Gmail.
and we out.
Oh, nice.
I feel like even awkward moments are cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was lit.